So, ما فرق بين, what is the difference between the two? Okay, what is between the two? What is the difference, I'm sorry, between the two is what we want to know. What is the difference between the two? No, he probably won't. He's not. Okay.
I'm trying to see what that word is. Sag.
Okay. Oh, sag. That's your driver.
Driver.
It's a driver.
Ah.
It's a driver. Oh, soup. That's the verb to drive. Sag or your soup. Soup, drive. So again, brothers, we are here, and what we're finding is, and as is mentioned inside of Ad-Dars al-Khamis from Medina Book 2, Mustar Thani, Level 2, Book 2. Okay? So it says what? It says that we have to look at closely al-fa'ilu and what? Maf'ul bihi. Al-fa'ilu and maf'ul bihi. So everybody knows that studying with us that the parts of a nominal sentence are two. The parts of a nominal sentence are how many students? Two. The parts of a nominal sentence are two. And the parts, and we'll say, again, you separate the parts of a nominal sentence into two parts. The subject and the predicate. Al-mubtada, al-khabar. The subject and the predicate. Fundamentally. Okay, from the foundational point of view. And as for the verbal sentence, جملة فعلية فينقسم إلى ثلاثة أقسام. فينقسم إلى ثلاثة أقسام. طيب الفعل, the verb, الفاعل, the doer, and what else, class? And مفعول به, the object of the verb. You can see the manifestation of these three categories in the following examples that we have on the board. So we have on the board, just again, to see the manifestation of these examples, the parts of a verbal sentence. There are three. The verb, that comes first in the sentence. The doer, that comes second in the sentence. It's what? It's a noun. And the object, or the maf'ul bihi, the object of the verb, of this action that the doer did. It's the maf'ul bihi, it's the place that the action fell upon. Is that clear? So if you were the hitter, all right, and the action was to hit, which of course is the verb la, ra, ba. We like that word. That's an action. It's a past tense. You're not hitting now. You hit and walked away. Now, he's already been hit. So again, daraba Ammarun, okay? And I got Salim over here. Saliman. All right? Daraba Ammarun Saliman. Notice the vowel changing at the end. Daraba, ending in the fatha, past tense verb. Hit. All right? Ammarun gets the dhamma tanween. Again, the fa'il is marfu'an. Wa alamatu raf'ihi al-dhamma. As for the object, the maf'ul bihi, the place that the action fell upon, the receiver of the hitting, that is Saliman. And we want to show what? Grammatically, who was hit. So we write a fatha or a fathatan on that third word. Daraba Ammarun. All right. Saliman. It originally was Salimun, but it became Saliman, so he could grammatically show that he is Mantul, that he is the one receiving the action. And this is where you can apparently see the grammar emphasizing and confirming the meaning of the sentence. We're not just smashing words together, we also have an understanding of the grammar of the vowel endings. Why are they taking these vowels? Why is this dhamma? Why is this fatha? We just explained it to you. tanween at the end of his name. Ammarun. Saliman with the fathatan. Because Salim is the maf'ul bihi in this case. He is the receiver of the hitting. He is the one that received. He has the sore arm. He has the black eye. Well, how do you know? Look at the grammar. Look at the vowel endings. Mansuban, Saliman. Now, these are the parts of the what? These are the different parts of a verbal sentence that you must have in the verbal sentence when you construct it. 3 parts. The verb, the doer, and what else? The maf'ul bihi. So we have here some examples of that. We have here some examples of that. We have here, for example, aqsamun jumlatil fi'liyyati, the parts of the verbal sentence in Arabic. We have fi'lun, a verb. We have fa'ilun, the doer, the one that did or is doing the action or being commanded to do it. We have here, what class? We have here maf'ulun bihi. Again, maf'ulun bihi. It is the object. It is the maf'ulun bihi. It is the place that the what? That the action fell upon. The receiver of the hit. All right? Yes. All right? Let's look at the sentence here. ضرب الطبيب الممرضة تا. Now, this is a bad sentence. It's a good sentence in regards to the grammar and in regards to the example. It's a beautiful example. It's a bad sentence. This is a bad doctor. Okay? Why is the doctor bad? ضرب الطبيب. ضرب الطبيب. Or ضرب الطبيب. He probably came down as a girl, so. ضرب الطبيب الممرضة تا. Daraba is the action. At-tabibu is the one who did the action. At-tabibu means what class? Doctor. So the doctor hit. Or the doctor hit. Who did the doctor hit? Al-mumarrida. Not al-mumarrida 2, like you've been learning all that time. No. Al-mumarrida ta. It was 2, but we changed it to mumarrida ta because mumarrida ta in this verbal sentence is the what? Is the object of the doer and the action that he did. Al-mumarrida ta is the maf'ulun bihi. And maf'ulun bihi mansub. So by the arrangement of the words, you understand what's going on. By you just smashing the words together, you can understand what's going on. You got the verb daraba, you got the noun at-tabibu, and you got the other noun al-mumarrida too. But now, because you understand the grammar, right, you know that at-tabibu is the one who did the action because the fa'il, the doer, is always going to be marfu'un with dhamma. And you know that al-mumarrida ta is the receiver of the action because the maf'ulun bihi is what? Mansub. وعلامة نصبه الفتحة الظاهرة على آخره. That ta is going to be apparent at the end of that particular noun. Not just because it's the third word, but also because the grammar changed and you wrote a fatha and took away that dhamma. Helps you to understand and emphasize what's going on. This is the blessing and the wisdom in the what in the nahwu. Again, remember, the grammar in the Arabic language is understanding the vowel and letter endings and having a command of why you might change this to that. And this is what we wanted to cover today. So we have ضرب الطبيب الممرضة تا. So you know that the doctor, when you translate it, you go with the doer first. The doctor hit al-mumarrida ta, and then you go back to the third word, the nurse. So this is a bad example because the doctor's cutting up, something's wrong with him, he's hitting on nurses, get him out of the hospital. Now, tayyib shuffle. Kasara, okay. Al-waladu, listen up, students, listen up. Kasara, or kasara al-waladu, kasara al-waladu. So what happened? What did the boy do? The boy broke. The boy broke something. Kasara al-waladu. Kasara is the action, which means what? Broke. He broke. All right? Al-waladu means what? The boy. Obviously, because of the grammar, the vowel endings, and also the way you arrange the sentence. Obviously, the boy did what? The boy broke something. What did he break? Let's look at the objects. Let's look at the order B. Al-qalama. Not al-qalamu, al-qalama. So again, kasara, al-waladu, al-waksarin, al-qalama. Now we have a real cool sentence, an example that we wanted to bring to you all today. And this sentence is using the verb kharaja. Who knows what kharaja means? Who knows what kharaja means? Right? Kharaja literally means he left out. And usually you put min after it. Kharaja min. Right? Usually you use men in that sentence. Alright? But now we wanted to use something that's similar to kharaja, which means he went out in this particular sentence, and we want to use the verb kharaja. Not kharaja, but what class? Everybody say it with me. Kharaja. Kharaja. So you're putting a shadda on the ayn of the verb. Tajdidul ayn of the verb. So we have the ayn of the verb has a shadda on it. So now instead of saying kharaja, we say what? Kharaja. Now kharaja, he went out. Kharaja. And when you place a noun, this verb on this particular scale, when you have the ayn in the middle of the verb on that ra, kharaja, no, kharaja. This literally means you're making somebody to do something before he left out. All right? So instead of him leaving out, what happened? Come here, Sling. So now, instead of him making himself leave out, kharaja, he's doing what? Now I want you to look at this. This is the example. You see how I took his shirt? You see how I got his shirt like this? So now, before I was leaving out, kharaja. Now, I'm doing what? Walk with me, Salim. Okay. So you see the difference? Before I was leaving out. Now I'm throwing him out. So what happens is you're making somebody else to do something. Before you did it yourself, I did the action. Now you're making someone else do an action. And the action that you're making somebody do is what? Exit. Stage left. That's you got to go. So now, who did the putting out? Who was the person that did the action? This is what we need to know. Oh man, so we see kharaja. We get, oh man, somebody got put out. Kharaja. Who got put out? Look at the second word in the verbal sentence. Kharaja as-sa'iqu. Everybody after me. As-sa'iqu. As-sa'iqu. Now, as-sa'iqu is the what? He's the driver. He's the driver. He's the cab driver, the Uber driver. And this is a good word for you guys. And somebody want to know who you are, you can say in Arabic, ana sa'iq. I'm a driver. If you're an Uber driver, there's a lot of Uber drivers out there. Ana sa'iq. Oh, wait a minute. You're a driver too. Ana sa'iq. He's a truck driver, right? Ana sa'iq. I am a driver. I am a driver. Ana sa'iq. Say it with me, y'all. Ana sa'iq. I'm a driver. So again, kharaja sa'iqu. The driver put out. Who did the driver put out? Ar-rajula. Class. Ar-rajula. Ar-rajula. Who was the receiver of the putting out, of the action of exiting? Who was the receiver? Ar-rajula. He got put out. All right? Now, if you want to be specific, you can say where he got put out from. And here is where you will use your name. Kharaja as-sa'iqu ar-rajula. And then you will say what, class? Min as-sayyarati. Min as-sayyarati. Min as-sayyarati. Min as-sayyarati. Everybody got that? So, this is the examples of the jumla fi'liya, of the verbal sentences that we wanted to bring to you today. I hope that you understood. I hope that you learned. I heard that you had fun. All right? And don't put nobody out of the car. Okay? Just ask them to leave if you're a driver. Be nice. You're in the Uber driver and the guy's cutting up. Don't put him out, man. Just ask him to leave real nicely, all right? Keep it cool. Don't grab nobody by the shirt and act like you're going to throw him out. I just did that in class as an example because I wanted you to understand. I'm not promoting mean Uber drivers, okay? Be nice. Ask them to leave. Call the cops. Get the camera, okay? You didn't do it. So خرج السائق الرجل من السيارة. All right, so again, this means what? This means that the driver put the man out of the car. Wow. Okay, so we also wanted to go over today. I believe we had to go over for lesson 5, Mustawa Thani, Medina Book 2. We wanted to go over today as well. We dealt with the fa'il. Okay. We also dealt with the maf'ul bihi. All right. What else we wanted to deal with? We also wanted to deal with some of these verbs. Okay. So هل قرأنا الدرس? We did read the lesson, huh? Okay. We want to exercise as well, huh?
Yeah, they told me to do it from home.
Okay, good. Alhamdulillah, good. Say inshallah. So, طيب فنريد أن نعرف طبعا أنت تعرف الساعة ولكن one second guys, let me start and take this a bit. Money's out. Make sure. So how you doing? طيب so سنين علينا أن نبين كما هم أنصحنا في كتاب معلوم علينا أن نبين الفرق بين جملة اسمية وجملة فعلية. Do you understand the difference between a جملة فعلية وجملة اسمية? Okay. فكيف تعرف جملة اسمية من جملة فعلية? The way that you would know a sentence from a nominal sentence. This is extremely important. And this is something that we were advised to make sure that you understand inside the book. So really quickly, that the jumla fi'liya, it does what? The jumla fi'liya, it begins with the what? How do you know a jumla fi'liya? As they say. And this is always the same answer. If you are looking at some sentences and you're trying to figure out, is that a verbal sentence or is that a nominal sentence? It says, how would you be able to tell between the two? Well, the easiest way that you can tell is that what? Is that a verbal sentence begins with a verbal sentence begins with a verb. For example, خرج السائق الرجل من السيارة. Okay? So again, خرج السائق الرجل من السيارة. That the driver kicked a man out of the car. He kicked the man out of the car. Okay, alhamdulillah. That's clearly a verbal sentence. It started with the verb kharaja. Now, as for a jumla ismiya, as for what? A nominal sentence, then what? It begins with a noun. It begins with a noun. So we need to also pay attention to and know the aqsamul jumla til ismiyati. Okay? So what are the parts of a jumla ismiya? So the parts of a jumla ismiya are very simple. It's what? It's the al-mubtada'u and al-khabaru. Al-mubtada'u and what? And al-khabaru. Al-mubtada'u and al-khabaru. Al-mubtada'u is the what? It's the subject. Al-khabaru is the what? Is the predicate. Is that clear? For example, have a what? Have a kitabu. Al-kitabu what? Al-kitabu what? Kabirun. Alright? Alright? Al-rajulu, right? Fil bayti. Okay? Now I need you guys to pay attention to this, as I'm about to show you something. طيب. الكلب في الشارع. في الشارع. Is everybody with me? So technically, everything on the right side, all the words on the right side are considered to be the subject. And all the words on the left side here are considered to be what? The predicate of the sentence. Is that clear? All right. Now I need you guys to pay attention to this and understand what's going on. All right. So al-mubtada is clear. This is a what? This is a nominal sentence. You know it because it begins with a noun. Each one of these guys is a noun. Hada is an ism ishara. It's a noun. Al-kitabu is a what? Is a noun. Is a noun. Alhamdulillah. It's definite. Al-rajulu, alhamdulillah. It's a noun. Al-kalbu, the dog. It's a noun. Is that clear? Everybody got that? All right. Then we have what? Then we have. So we know that this is a nominal sentence because it begins with a noun. This is Jumla Ismiya. We know this is a verbal sentence because all of these guys begin with a verb, daraba, kasara, and kharraja. Gotta be verbal sentences. Gotta be. Tayyib. So one of the things that we wanted you to make sure that you understand as well is that sometimes the predicate it can separate into parts. And we have here that which is the representation of what? Shubhul jumlati. It is the representation of what class? Shubhul jumlati. Now, shubhul jumlati, what is that? What's shubhul jumlati? What is shubhul jumlati? Shubhul jumlati is that which has inside of it a dharf or a harf, and of course the ism majrur ba'da. And of course the noun that has been affected that is majrur after it. So we have fi and al-bayti. We have fi, that's harf jar. All right, this is considered to be that which is called shubhul jumlati. After me class, shubhul jumlati. Shubhul jumlati. And as explained or defined, that shubhul jumlati is that which is ever a harf. Okay? What's majrur? What ism majrur? What ismun majrurun? What ismun what class? Majrurun. All right? And a dharf. And that's, of course, you know, dharful makan could be dharful makan or zaman. It can be a dharful makan or zaman. What zaman? Okay? And of course, it is ismun ba'da that. So anything that is a harf or a dharf, then that is considered, that qualifies as being considered to be a shubha jumlati. So, for example, you can have tahta. You can have amama. Tahta means what? Under. Okay? Amama, in front of. Okay? And what happened? And like that. And then, of course, the noun that is affected after that, those are predicates, and those fall into the category of being shubha jumlati. It literally, shubha jumlati means something that resembles and mirrors what? The sentence. All right, that's literally what it means. But again, for you, shubha jumlati is harful jar or dharful makan wa zaman. Dharful makan meaning what? A dharf of location, or a dharful zaman, which is what? A dharf of time. All right, and you're going to get into these types of words more as you go on in your studies. We've covered some of them already, inshallah. But again, we just wanted to mention more so than anything else about what? About the subject, the predicate, a nominal sentence, and how to be able to tell the difference between a nominal sentence and a verbal sentence. A nominal sentence begins with the what? A noun, and a verbal sentence begins with the verb in the Arabic language. I hope everybody's clear, and I hope we cleared up those 2 points, for you. So again, الجملة الفعلية تبدأ بالفعل والجملة الاسمية تبدأ باسم. نعم والحمد لله. So as for the fa'il, of course, it mentions some things in regards to it. It says فالفاعل اسم يتقدمه فعل تام مبني للمعلوم وهو مرفوع. It is in regards to when you have a type of a verb that is mabniyun lil ma'lum, meaning it's built upon knowing who did the action. So the fa'il helps you to know who actually did the action. Okay? The fa'il is established as a noun that is marfu'an, that is established to help you know who did the action, who is doing the action, or who is going to do the action. Again, I'm making a reference to the three different types of verbs. All right, there's fi'l what? Madi. There's past tense verb, or fi'l mudari in the present tense verb, or fi'l amr. And that is the what? The commanding verb. All right, and of course, it's something that you've been commanded to do, meaning you're going to do it in the near future. Yeah? So those are the three time zones connected to verbs. So yeah, is that clear? Does anyone have any questions? Everybody's okay? So it says here المفعول به يجب ذكر به. All right? مع مفعول. It is important that that we mention the مفعول به. Okay? This is something that is extremely important. Let me mention some principles in regards to it not being mentioned in certain languages, but of course in the Arabic language, we deal with the maf'ul bihi. Now the maf'ul bihi is always going to be what? It's always going to be, in most cases, it's going to be the what? The ismu dhahir. All right? It's going to be an ismu dhahir. It's going to be an apparent noun. The maf'ul bihi is going to be what? It's going to be an apparent noun. All right? As it came in the examples behind this. All right? The noun was apparent. You knew exactly where the action fell upon. You knew exactly who was tossed out. There was a rajula. Okay? In the example, when the driver threw the man out, we knew exactly what was broken by the boy. Al-qalama. It's an apparent noun. We knew exactly who in the hospital, or who, we'll say who the doctor hit. Who did the doctor hit? It was al-mumarriba tab. And all of these examples qualify to be a really good example for a what? Maf'ulun bi. Maf'ulun bi. As it mentioned here, qara'tul kitaba. Qara'tul kitaba wa fahamtuhu. Is that clear? Sometimes, in some cases, the maf'ulun bihi can also qualify utilizing what? A pronoun. Is it qualify utilizing a pronoun? All right? Not an apparent noun, but a pronoun. An attached pronoun. In the example, as it comes, qara'atul kitaba. All right? I read the book. Okay? The action is qara'a, to read. The two represents, of course, ana, meaning I read. I'm the doer. Is that clear? Al-kitaba. Al-kitaba is the apparent noun. It's taking a fatha. So it is what? It's the maf'ulun bihi. It is what was read. That was the action fell upon. Which of course is he read. Or read. Then we have here, right after that, wa. Which of course is and. Faham. Now the verb here is fahima, to understand. Faham to. We already have that. We already seen that example when we said qara'tu. I read and faham to. I what? I understood. Qara'tu. I read al-kitaba. Wa fahamtu. And I understood. Who? Who is the attached pronoun? Huh? فهذا فهو يعود إلى الكتاب. So who is يشير أو يعود إلى الكتاب? It is referring to the apparent noun that was already mentioned. You can utilize a pronoun if you first establish the apparent noun. The apparent noun that needs to be established is what? The apparent noun that needs to be established was already established. It's al-kitaba. So now we refer to it with the pronoun. Just as long as it's masculine, just as long as they're both singular, you can utilize it to refer to the apparent noun that was mentioned, which is al-kitab. So fahamtu hu refers to the what? Refers to the al-kitab. Al-kitab. So this is an example where the maf'ul bihi is qualified or expressed via a pronoun and non-apparent. وَجَزَاكُمُ خَيْرًا. We have some more examples. قرأت سورة الفاتحة وحفظتها. Now you see us what? Now you see us referring to the already mentioned مفعول به سورة الفاتحة. سورة نعم. So this is مضاف إليه. The mudaf is taking the fatha because, of course, it's qualifying to be the what? The maf'ulun bihi. And as for al-fatihati, it is the mudaf ilayhi, wa huwa majrurun abadan. And as we learned, it is the mudaf ilayhi, and it's going to always be majrur. Tayyib. Wa hafidtu, and I memorized. Ha. Now it's no longer the pronoun who. Now we're referring and qualifying the maf'ul bihi here with the pronoun that is feminine. Why? Because the apparent noun that was mentioned and qualified for the maf'ul bihi, a noun with the apparent noun is what? It's mu'annath, but it's singular. So now we refer to it with ha. Even the ha huna ya'ud ila suratan. Ya'ud ila suratan. And as we know that the maf'ul bihi, when it is apparent, it is mansub. The maf'ul bihi, when it is apparent, it is what class? It is mansub. Normally, the alamat al-nasb is the fatha or fathatin. وَجَزَاكُمُ خَيْرًا. Are there any questions? Is everybody clear? Are there any questions? Is everybody clear? Sorry.
Okay. The verb you use, kharaja. Can you do that with any verb?
So,
Okay.
depending on the verb and how it is, and maybe on a different scale. But we'll get into that and the conditions of that later on in book 3. Yeah, that's like book 3. Yeah, it was just so much, just such a cool example I wanted to use.